Give us a call now. 877-NFL-KICK. That's
49ers are out, Max. 49ers running back Elijah Mitchell is inactive today. So he will not be part of the AFC Championship game for the 49ers offense against the Philadelphia Eagles. Banged up again. They moved up home this weekend, so you got a feeling that there might be a problem there. And McCaffrey dealing with the calf as well. But the inactives are out for the 49ers. You know, it's the ones you expect. Garoppolo, Ambry Thomas, Drake Jackson, Ross Dwelly, but Elijah Mitchell is on that list. So head to the 49ers, depth at the running back position.
Yeah, I mean, it's one that, yeah, we often...
One book I got is this thick.
Let's face it, Bill, I'm going to be the guilty party.
Well, it's the 52 books that weren't in the Bible or the Old Testament.
I'm going to see
It's all the books that were kicked out. Basically, the Jews, early on in the during the Second Temple, redid the Torah and got rid of those books and said that anybody who kept the books was heresy. That's why the books were protected and put into the Dead Sea Scrolls. Many people liked the books and believed that it was heresy to get rid of the books. So the theory is that to protect the books, they were hidden around the world, including in the Dead Sea Scrolls. Fascinating books. I'm getting ready to read the one I want to read the most, which is the Book of Giants that was found in the Dead Sea Scrolls.
think I fucking ever watched the whole show. On Fox or the other networks. I put it on about like 5 minutes before the game starts. I really start watching it. Because it's all fucking stupidity about it. Crazy. especially on freaking NBC. We got fucking bitch on there with the Rhea Taylor. She's a fucking airhead.
I don't watch it. So apparently it's a bidding war for Big Fangio. Frank Reich wants him.
What I've heard,
3 teams: Dolphins, Carolina.
what I've heard is that again we've already fucking signed them, but you want to wait until
Philadelphia.
yeah.
Well, they have to wait. You can't. No coach.
He's not a coach. He's an advisor.
Oh.
It's different. But out of respect, they're they're waiting.
Did you see what the owner of Broncos did? He's used to getting what he wants.
From Walmart, so
Yeah. So he hopped on a plane and flew to Ann Arbor. And apparently had a sit down, even though after he said he was returning and all that, he's like, I don't take no for an answer. I'm the god Walmart. We don't take no for an answer. And he went there and made a personal pitch to him. Probably offered him crazy shit. So now the theory is that Harbaugh is in the front running.
What, for Denver?
Yeah. So it's very fascinating. Last minute, Stephen Ross steps in and goes, "How much more would it take to keep you at Michigan?" I wouldn't put it past him.
So I think what it was great talk. So I talked to actually we had talked to Charles Woodard Jr. earlier this week. No, sorry. Alex and I talked to Charles Woodard Jr.
Yeah, it wasn't even I, but it's okay.
How's it going?
I'm gonna get a pair of reading glasses over at my reading glasses just aren't strong enough anymore.
But
I'm still struggling.
one of the things that I agree with Charles.
They're 1.5s. I'm gonna get like 1.75. Family Dollar. I just didn't want to fuck with that traffic light. That traffic light's a nightmare. something creepy happened to me yesterday?
What?
It's really weird. So, a few of my friends posted this funny story. It's a priest. The story just went viral. All these different. Everybody was posting the story. It just seemed to go viral with all the news agencies. Priest claims he had a near-death experience. He died, went to hell, and in hell the demons sung top songs. Rihanna, even Bobby McFerrin's song "Don't Worry, Be Happy," and he had this he put a video out. So everybody's like, apparently Rihanna's really popular in hell. They thought it was catchy, so the story went viral. So I clicked on his video yesterday morning because I saw the story, and this guy looked really serious. I was watching his face, looking for those tells, like eyes getting big, looking down to the left, looking down to the right, looking up like he's trying to come up with an idea. That dude looked straight onto the camera. His eyes blinked a lot, which means his brain was really processing, thinking, and recalling stuff. And he, had this look like utter fear. So this guy believed what he was saying happened. So, brain had a chemical response, whatever. But he claimed he went to hell. He didn't understand why he was there. He saw a demon walking a human. The human was walking on all fours on a leash. And the demon was singing to that person Rihanna's song. I forget the name of the song. He was singing one of Rihanna's songs. And then saw other demons tormenting humans singing "Don't Worry, Be Happy" as they were tortured. And they were singing in a demonic voice. And he asked, "Why am I here?" And a voice answered him, "Because you had hate and anger in your soul. That yes, you did good things, but you prayed for the people who had wronged you to be punished. And that's sinful. And that is why you're here." So he gave this video. And he says that he goes, "Why this music?" He goes, "Well, the demons inspire." Because you don't think many of these writers come up with lyrics on their own. They sing these sinful songs. They're inspired through demons. Demons give them the words, give them the rhythm. It's very catchy, and you listen to the words. And I listened to him. I watched it. I'm like, "Oh, this guy's really off his rocker." So he probably had loss of oxygen. His brain went because he's a priest. You know what I mean? So that's my theory. So whatever. So now I'm driving to Brendan's house, and they had that Kids for Car commercial come on, and I hate that song.
Yeah.
So I hit the 70 station, and as I'm doing it, I'm like, "Oh boy, I hope I don't find any of the devil music." Literally thought that. And there's a song on there that comes on, and it's got a nice beat, and it's like, "I drink, I smoke on Saturdays, who cares? God will forgive me." I'm like, "Oh boy, I ain't listening to that." So I hit channel up to 80s, and it's Duran Duran, "Union of the Snake." And I'm like, and listening to the words of "It's the Union of the Snake," you can see it here and hear it playing on the radio. And I'm like, "Oh my God, this is awful." So I hit lithium. Immediately, and it's Korn, "Freak on a Leash." I went like this.
It's just like one of those things.
Yeah, but 3 times in a row, instantly.
One of those things, man.
I turn the radio off and I'm driving, and I'm like, "I'm listening. What am I supposed to be hearing here, God?"
I wish I could be doing that.
Do you know how freaky that was? I mean, you're thinking it. Either it was like I had this really psychic way of knowing the next things that were going to come on, but I mean, dude, that freaked me out. I told Mom that. I even told Brendan that, and Brendan's like, "Yeah, that is fucking weird." I said, "Dude, I'm not making it up. That literally
happened.
I know, but that's just weird." Once, twice is a coincidence, but then you turn it on, and literally the song coming on is Korn, "Freak on a Leash," and I'm like, "Oh." That put me over the top when I saw that. I'm like, "Oh my God." I mean, it's just the weird timing of it. It just is enough to freak somebody out. I mean, if that doesn't freak you out, nothing will. That is beautiful. A little too high. He's got that thing too up in the air. That thing should be down and low. He's got it up high. It should be down and dirty. Yeah, it just freaked me out. I was like, "Oh my God," I turned the radio off. That was crazy. Absolutely crazy. I couldn't believe it.
I thought we were going to have wings tonight.
No, we were supposed to have Italian tonight. The whole plan was the raviolis,
Yeah.
meatballs, the bread.
She had that last night.
She ruined it. I was really pissed. That was my plan. She was supposed to make the roast beef. I got the roast beef specifically for her to make.
Oh.
And she went and did that, and I'm like, great, so now I don't even get to have my Italian dinner.
She went rogue.
She fucked me over pretty bad. Seriously, I had this whole thing planned out. It was really planned for today. It was supposed to have Italian, it was going to be meatballs, it was going to be the garlic, the cheesy bread, all that stuff. The raviolis. She put the raviolis in with the sauce.
I know.
Well, the back straight run there, fucking AT&T shot fiber optic cables under the ground to go run parallel to all between the properties, like up Burton, but you know where our fence line is between our house and the house behind us.
Yeah.
Right along there, and they put it right under the fence line. So when you dig down, you hit the fiber optic line, right where our fence is. Why didn't they do it offset a foot on either side? God only knows. They decided to put it under our fence. So we had to dig out like 6 inches, and I had to make cleats to go back to support the fence. So I had to make all these little cleats to go from the post to the actual fencing to support it because of that. It looks weird.
In the backyard?
Yeah, it runs parallel the whole length, house to house to house to house, all the way up. They put fiber optic lines underground.
Wow.
Cables like this big.
Wow, that's fucking crazy.
Yep, it's all fiber optics. Luckily, Brendan didn't cut through it. Everybody's internet would have been lost to AT&T. No phones, no internet, not a single luxury like Robinson Crusoe. Crazy. Can't believe they did that. Remember that tennis player who they wouldn't let play because he wouldn't get vaxxed?
Yeah.
He won yesterday, and guess who was sitting in the booth watching, in the luxury suite watching him? Bill Gates. It's like an awesome meme going around when you watch the guy who refused to get your death shot win the championship. That is awesome. a draft one in this draft. Although they didn't help themselves in their positioning to get a good one. But they do have the capital to move up if they want one. It's going to be fascinating to see the draft. See what happens to Stetson Bennett?
He doesn't care no more.
Public intoxication. That's never good. It doesn't mean I don't hope that the Dolphins draft him. I'd love for them to take him in one of the later rounds if he's there. I mean, you got to have somebody as a big backup. Although, I don't know. I mean, I don't know who they were going to go after for a backup. I don't think that Skylar is ready for prime time to get like that yet. He possibly can be, but I don't know. I mean, if they're not going to spend money on a backup quarterback, they should get like a Shaq Barkley, or even preferably. Although I think they're probably going to put the tag on him, Jacobs. They'd be crazy to let Jacobs go. I can't imagine them letting Jacobs go. It's just insane to think about. I have no idea what's going to happen this offseason. I got no clue. Just like last year. The Dolphins did good in the offseason. They always seem to win the offseason. Chase takes the Bengals on a late score to the Super Bowl again. Joey Ice hits him late. Sit back and watch it again. Well, you know, they make a liar.
As long as freaking Mahomes has over 250 yards.
Oh, he'll have that.
And Kelsey has 80.
That's a pretty safe bet too.
And Mixon has fucking 80 on the ground. I'm good.
I think you're alright with them. Those are all pretty safe bets.
I don't even care who wins the game. Because I have the over.
I think those are pretty safe bets. 80 on the ground or 80 all-purpose? On the ground.
Yeah.
He might be getting some all-purpose. They might be throwing him screens. Like, don't do that. Hand it to him, damn it.
Well, you know, pistol? Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I was thinking. They're gonna hit him with the screens. So like,